So your movement's pretty simple, okay? There's two things we're trying to change here, right? In your backswing, you get in here and you like to pull this elbow behind you, right? So you're trying to find depth of the arm, but you get in here and you pull that elbow behind you. That might be a little bit of exaggeration, but that's what you do.
Understandable.
Okay, so your goal here is to feel like you are going to keep this elbow pointed in as you go back, and you're going to get to a position where the lead elbow is above the trail elbow. Does that make sense? At the top of your backswing. Now this feel, so we're going to push the arms way away from our body. That's too much, but that's the feel you're going to have, right, when you rehearse. Now set up the final feel that you need, okay, to put yourself in a good position. If you're changing up your arm dynamics, they're not going to get as far behind you, right? So you have to answer that by getting a bigger turn. So start going back for me. Make sure you really crank your chest, push this away. Now you have good depth at the top of your backswing. You're in a position to get that club head working from the inside, out, and hit the ball just like you want. Make sense?
Yes.
Easy. All your difficulties in life come from that right arm.
Oh, I know.
Okay? Now, we watch you scoop, and you're a good player. You shoot in the mid-70s, right? Mm-hmm. But you're stalled out at the 5. It's hard to get better and get out of the 5s when you have a big miss. Now, you're going like this in transition, then you back up out of it and hold that angle, right? And then you see that footwork you were talking about, right? But that all comes from the fact that that elbow's getting behind you and there's just nowhere for it to go other than this direction in transition, and you try and save it. We want to put you in a position, and it's going to be a hard process, right? It won't be quick to change up how your body moves from a new position. But the goal, if we can get that elbow to not get trapped behind you, is you can just get in here and rotate your body, correct? Mm-hmm. We don't have to get in here if my elbow's not stuck behind me and throw everything out to get the elbow out in front of me. I can just turn and use my body. So go ahead and set up here. Hold that for me. Take it up to the top and stop. Okay, oh, that's still pulled a little bit. There you go. Now, tilt, there we go. From here, watch this. I just got out to the golf ball, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't have to throw my hands at anything, and then I can just release it. Much easier, correct? Yeah. That's where we need to get you. Get that elbow away from your body. Okay, so I have you in a position where we put a club underneath your heel, right? Now, we're trying to do this so that you can get in here and feel that your knee is going to flex more out in transition, right? You get into a habit where you just straighten your leg and push this way right away, throws you into this big tilt, and you try and scoop the golf ball up. Like you have massive amounts of loft. So the goal is to keep pressure here. Then I'm going to go up to the top, keep it in it, then feel I'm going to sit down to this position, keep that pressure in there, and just turn around the corner and then let it come up. So if you're doing it piece by piece, it would be up, pressure into that, into the club head, staying in the back part of the foot, sit down, feel like you're going to push into it even harder, then let it go as you work up around the corner. All right, come in here real quick. Oh, you kept it down longer. That's good. That's the first feel. If we're keeping more pressure in the right foot coming down, we still want to get around the corner, right? So what's going to get us around the corner is that lead knee working around. So I'm going to put this bucket here, all right? Now your feel is going to be that we go back, squeeze that bucket tighter, and then drop it in transition. So you'll notice now, this leg is definitely flexed. This knee is going out. Now my pressure is moving to the outside part of this lead foot. Okay, that's exaggerated, but from here, we're gonna push it all back and just watch my hands work through. See how they're leading the club head? This is all designed to get rid of that big scoop you have. So you're gonna go up, work around, sit down, and then push it up and back and feel like your lead arm is gonna get pulled by that lead shoulder around the corner. That make sense?
Yep.
Okay, that is beautiful. So we've worked on two major things today. Mm-hmm. First of all, we want to get you in a position where you're taller to the golf ball, right? We don't want you to be in here and be really hunched over at the hips. So once you get taller and feel like you're more rounded, when you start turning back, we want this right arm to feel like it is going to stay more down. That elbow more down to the ground. There you go. so you don't get long across. When you started today, that club head was over here, right? Completely across your head. And you shallowed it well, but not well enough, and you still came down really steep in your backswing, right? If we get here, that club works really effectively into the golf ball and gives you a chance. The biggest thing that you need to do, okay, is get yourself in a position where all your pressure is pushing forward, right? We want this right hip to feel like it's coming around towards the target. The first shot you hit, you talked about how you topped it because you were pulling up, right? Couldn't be farther from reality. You were topping the golf ball because your head was moving down and behind the golf ball, throwing your low point so far behind and trying to pick it up. So the feel is going to be getting this hip forward and dragging your hands in front of that golf ball every time, okay?
Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.